We are week 3 in our planning, and we're trying to work through the month of December and to make sure that we have budget friendly and easy meals for both ourselves as well as for everybody else, because moms have to get it done, our dads, whichever case may be. So we're trying to work through that. So here's my plan for this week. Monday, I'm going to fix a slow cooker chili. Tuesday, I'm going to have beans, and I'm going to be using white beans and greens, which is going to be so good. And Wednesday, I have a really busy day, so I'm just going to pick up some type of takeout, typically Chinese. Thursday, a shrimp Alfredo. Friday, we always have pizza night. And Saturday, I'm going to bring in all the leftovers and we're going to finish those up. And on Sunday, we typically have fried chicken. And this week, we're going to have some greens because I bought extra greens when I got the greens for earlier in the week. And I have some mac and cheese already in the freezer. The groceries have arrived, so let's take a look at some of the things I purchased. First, I picked up 3 cans of mixed vegetables, and I know they weren't on the list, but when you go to the grocery store, you have a tendency to shop a few extra things. So I knew I was a few cans low, so I went ahead and picked those up because they were only 50 cents a piece. So $1.50 extra, I can go with that. I also picked up my jalapenos that I'm going to need, and I'm going to pickle a few, and we're going to use a few on the chili that we're going to be making this week. I also picked up an extra tube of tomato paste. I like to pick it up because I like it in the tube. So when I see it, I buy it and make sure that I have an extra always in the pantry. I picked up 3 cans of cannelli beans because we're going to need those for our beans and greens one night. I also picked up 2 cans of beef broth, as well as 2 cans of red kidney beans, and I picked up those crushed tomatoes that I was out of. In addition to that, I also picked up a container of McCormick's Cumin. I like McCormick for spices, so I picked up their Cumin, and voila, that's it. I did not pick up anything else because guess what? I found that I had a box of fettuccine that was already in the pantry. I had overlooked it, so guess what? Didn't need it. So I guess you might say we kind of switched out the cost of the fettuccine for the cost of the mixed vegetables. But we're being smart consumers and smart shoppers by checking our prices before we make our purchases. And also, shopping our pantry is always a wise option. So tonight, our meal is going to be chili, something that we all like. And I try to do at least 1 soup per week. So I'm starting off with chili, and I'm going to make enough that later on in the week, when it's really busy, I will have some chili that I can use. So part is going to be for tonight's dinner. The other half will go into the freezer to use at another time. We have certainly talked about in our topic of home economics that there are 4 official pillars of the home economics, and that's the food systems, home systems, money systems, and time. And this week I really concentrated on trying to see where I was using all 4 of these systems, and I found that many of them overlap. Now, like today, we are certainly working our money systems because we're trying to make sure that we stay within budget, and we actually did that. We also looked at our time, and we're planning our time, making sure that we're planning, knowing exactly what we're going to do so we're not wasting a lot of time. Now, before we move on to the next recipe, I want to give you just a quick home economics moment and add this particular fact. This chili that we made tonight does not have to have meat. You could have added a can of lentils or 2 cans of lentils to this soup in place of the meat, and it would have given you the same texture as meat. So you would have had more of a lentil base, even with the red kidney beans. So the lentils would substitute for the meat, and the rest of the pot would be the normal chili. So that's just something to think about if you're one. And of course, instead of using beef broth, you use vegetable broth, and that would give you a totally plant-based chili. We are certainly working our money systems because we're trying to make sure that we stay within budget, and we actually did that. We also looked at our time, and we're planning our time, making sure that we're planning, knowing exactly what we're going to do so we're not wasting a lot of time. And you know, when you have a good time system, then that helps to cut back on the feeling overworked. And you may even have a moment of overwhelmed or feel like you're really having to juggle your time. And so when you plan well, then that cuts a lot of those feelings out. We're also working our food system because we not only had a plan, but we're actually cooking and preparing what we plan for. So all of those systems, in the food, the money, the time, all three of those have overlapped. Now, what I didn't show you was the home systems, and that's the part where we're doing the cleaning, just keeping the kitchen clean as we go, making sure we put things away as we're cooking. That's always the best option, is to clean as you go. And then at the end of the evening, you have very little to do. It's just a matter of cleaning up those dishes that you've actually eaten from. I'm going to add that smoky flavor that we all like in our chili. So let me get our cumin ready to go. Oh, that's that chili smell that I love. The cumin just adds that touch. Okay, now in the center, we're going to add some chili paste. About 2 tablespoons of chili paste. Cook, and then we'll mix it in with everything else. I'm going to add a full can of crushed tomatoes. And I'm going to take some of our beef broth, pour it into the can, give our can a little zhuzh, and pour that in because we're going to have to add that beef broth anyway. So I'm going to put in 1 can. Okay. I'm going to add it's time to add our rinsed beans. I have 2 cans. Now I like to mash some of those beans so that they'll start to release some of their starches into the chili. So we'll have a nice, thick, hearty chili. We'll get a spoon. Oh, that's good. That is really good. And you know, I'm thinking, do I really need this? I'll sprinkle the rest of it in because that's what the recipe called for. And you can decide. This particular chili mix does not have salt. And so because of that, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. Like I said, I'm working on those beans. I want them to cook. And this is going to slow cook for several hours. So let me get the salt. Add about a teaspoon of salt. Keep that handy in case we need to add more. And I think I'll get a Well, I can tell you, if the chili tastes good already, and it hasn't even had a chance to come to a boil, then you know it's going to be really good. Let me get another tasting spoon. Oh yeah, that's good. No more salt. We're good to go. Now, if you want yours a little more liquidy, you can certainly add, I'm thinking I'm going to add another cup of broth, just to loosen it up a little bit. There we go. And let's give it one more taste. Oh, that's perfect. Now, we're going to put the top on it. We're going to give this about 2 hours low and slow. And we're going to let all of these flavors come together. It's going to be good. Now, friends, I let this cook for about 2 hours because I wanted all of the flavors to go through. And then I tasted it again. For me, I added just a little bit more chili powder and added just a little more cumin. So what I suggest to you, I'm going to give you the straight recipe down in the description box. But what I will do is to also note some of the changes and additions that I made to the recipe. Now, as you can see, you know that during the cooking time that I was mashing some of those kidney beans because I wanted them to release their starch, and it has certainly done that. And you know, we added additional liquid to it. So I have a delicious container here of chili, enough for tonight, and I could even put some away for lunch or have it for another day. So this chili is going to be so good, and I'm so looking forward to it. The big guy loves jalapenos, so I've got his jalapenos and a few extra onions for the top of his chili, so he will be ready to go later. Let's give it a try. Now that it's finished, its cooking process. Oh, it's perfect. Now, I have just a little bit, and we've still got about an hour or so before dinner. So I'm tasting at this point. And let me say this. Don't serve your family something that you have not tasted, because you want to make sure that what you serve on your table tastes great. So tasting is necessary. Oh my goodness, friends. Today I'm going to give you the second one pot meal, and it is one that is so quick to put together. Now, if you happen to have a ham bone or you have some ham that's left over maybe from Thanksgiving, or you may have some that's just lurking in your freezer, then this is a great time to use it. And if you don't have ham, you can certainly use bacon just in case. Or you don't have to put any meat in it at all. You'll just have to season it well. But this is called beans and greens. And what you're going to do is to put your meat in your crock pot, covered with at least one diced onion, and then add in your cans, about 3 cans of white beans or cannellini beans. And from there, we're going to add in some vegetable broth. And in fact, I'm going to add in probably about a tablespoon of chicken broth into it. You could certainly add chicken bouillon or vegetable bouillon to kick up the flavor, and vegetable bouillon in particular if you're not going to add meat. And so at this point, the only additional things that I'll add in will be a little bit of minced garlic, some house seasoning, and you could certainly throw in some celery, bell peppers, those kind of things, however you want to make it. But I'm keeping mine simple. And I'm going to add a 10-ounce package of collard greens that are already chopped. I don't even have to do that. It's just going to all get poured in there. And we're going to put the top on this crock pot, let it go low and slow for 8 hours, and we're going to have dinner on the table. Thank you for so much for coming to the kitchen of Ebony Ivy and Thyme. We have certainly enjoyed ourselves. We've planned, we've grocery shopped, we've cooked a couple of one pot meals, and we have chatted quite a bit. I hope you enjoy yourself and have a blessed and wonderful week.